period pieces in the last chunk of time, and just playing someone who's closer to my age and, can just swear as she wants. Super fun.
That is actually true. The swearing is new.
Yeah.
The swearing is fun.
If you see all the outtakes on the Gilded Age, it's just me like in my period garb just swearing.
Hi, Arsema. Is Taissa or Taissa?
Taissa.
Taissa. Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you both. I love the movie. I thought it was like very touching. A little sad, but wonderful. But both of you were working in a period time series before. How is it for both of you to be in let's say, in a regular movie, in a normal movie without those costumes?
A contemporary situation.
Yeah, we can start with you, Arsema.
I mean, I could breathe in my costume, which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's also, it becomes really difficult to you start to live in the gray area because the characters start to sound like you. They have very similar mannerisms. You're living in like the rules and laws that are very similar to that of your actual reality. So I don't know, it kind of feeds your acting in a different way. Like I think there's something about putting on a corset and a wig that then allows you to fully invest in the time period. So
transports you in a way.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
But then when you're just able to put on sneakers that you would normally buy and jeans that you would normally buy, then it also kind of allows you to invest in a completely different way that kind of,
I was gonna say it's almost like you're a bit more relaxed because there's less rules and you get to follow more of like the emotions of it and go with the wave of that. For me, not to speak for you.
No, that's exactly
But putting in the costume of that time is the same thing. You can transport yourself to that time period because you have physical tools to do that. With this, I mean, I do find whenever I put the costume on my character, it brings me there because, you know, but I mean, you're super freaking stylish, so you and Molly both look dope. So for me, when I'm getting dressed as Sam, I'm like, all right, I look hot. I look good. So I do think the costumes help, but I don't know, playing contemporary for me is fun. I've done a lot of period pieces in the last chunk of time, and just playing someone who's closer to my age and, can just swear as she wants. Super fun.
That is actually true. The swearing is new.
Yeah.
The swearing is fun.
If you see all the outtakes on the Gilded Age, it's just me like in my period garb just swearing.
Amazing. Arsema, to create this character, this contemporary character, Mali. What was like the preparation for that? And she's amazing. I love her, and I love that. Just love her.
I think I also fell in love with Molly. I think there was a lot. I tore apart the script from A to Z because there's so much in the script. Daryl is a really generous writer in that way, where there's these beautiful, like, strong bones that you can flesh out a whole three-dimensional person from. And then I love asking the people in my life who are similar to the characters just about like the different small thoughts that they have or opinions that I would never think to even imagine. And so I talked to my aunt because when she met her now husband, she had been diagnosed with breast cancer. So very similar, like one-to-one, and she is now in remission and is okay. So it was interesting to hear from her what navigating a relationship, falling in love is like when you also have this massive looming, like, third member of your relationship, like, on your shoulder. And so I asked her what is it like to go on a date knowing that you might have to disclaim your health to somebody who you're not that close with, and, where in the body does it sit for you? Daryl and I had lots of discussions about what Molly's future would look like, in an alternate reality, like if she could do anything she wanted. What would she study and where would she be? Nate and I did really fun, like, animal studies, so we found like this feline energy for Molly that he would he would like yell from behind the camera if I was losing. He's like, remember the cat. And I'm like, right, okay. And so these were all like beautiful.
Was there a specific cat?
You know, I mean, we were thinking like Siamese,
Okay.
you know, this kind of like very regal, you know, but also playful.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
I didn't have a cat. I just had a modern woman.
That's a good character.
And you, Taissa, you play Samantha, and she's a like kind of a best fan support. I think she's amazing. She always worry about Molly. I was like playing and work with Arsema.
Yeah, Sam is Molly's neurotic best friend who, you know, she's an eager person who really wants to do well, but she has this layer of self-doubt to go through that Molly inherently doesn't. There's this confidence there that you were talking about earlier that just oozes out of Molly, and I think that's one of the reasons why Sam admires her so much is that there's just this inner strength that she just does. There's no questioning. When she sees something, she does it. And honestly, like, just being able to work with another actress who is just so phenomenal as a human. And this girl, I'm telling you, this woman, excuse me, is going to be a movie star.
Oh my God.
She is phenomenal. And sharing the screen with someone like that who, however amount of scenes I had, whatever time I got to do, like most of my scenes were with you. And truly, it doesn't even feel like acting. You get to just like jump into it's an alternate reality for, you know, a few hours a day, and it was an absolute pleasure, my friend.
Yeah. I also, when I spoke to Dara, I mentioned to him that story is very universal, and I can see the story happening in any community, any country, any language, and it's very relatable in a lot of ways. And how important for both of you, like, to be in a projects like these that can reflect love and the human being that experience. Arsema.
Oh gosh, it's funny. I don't like romantic movies. I remember reading this script and I'm like, oh, I'm glad I get to act in it because I would never watch this. It tugs at like the part of you that, or I speaking for myself, the part of me that I try and keep very locked away. And to be able to do it in such a warm and safe environment, this has only been like my second job. And so to have people just
that's crazy,
really like mentor me and guide me and not like patronize me, I was able to feel all of the different types of love that I think tend to be forgotten about. We tend to like focus and zero in on romantic love, and I think there's the love of friends and there's the love of family and community, and that was something I got to really discover from this, you know. And that's, I think, the other parts of love that are in the title, you know, the love of her parents and the love of, you know, her boss and Taissa's character Sam, and it just, yeah, you recognize that there's an expansive definition of it.
That's beautiful.
Amazing.
My God. No, it's so true. And I always love stories of female friendships, and, you know, in the core, Sam and Molly were there, and that's, I wanted to have that bond. And it's just true, there's so many types of love, and I love love in general. I'm not a huge, like, romantic movie fan or love story fan, but just real life love is fun to see. And when you have a story that portrays it so accurately, when you have the sort of, it showcases both the inherent fairy tale aspect of it, but also the blunt, realistic part of love with the communication or lack thereof, or seeing different perspectives. And I love seeing humans communicate through whatever kind of love it is, as you said, friendship, romance, family, just anything. So if it can be relatable for different languages or different cultures, I mean, that's what love is, no?
Yes, it is. I love it. I just want to thank you so much for your time. Muito obrigada. I'm from Brazil, so I love it.
Thank you, obrigada.
Yes, and Queen Charlotte is very famous, like the series very famous in Brazil, and the Nun too, all of them.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye. If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos.